and get it, get it.
If you want static, I'm like sinking Dr. Voodoo, combining genetic magic, causing storms, only bumble.
Yo, welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It is my comics busting through your speakers. I know you might think I'm by myself today, but I'm not. Of course, Midnight Assassin is late. So anybody that's talking trash, he late today, and I'm gonna start the show without him. Anyways, let's go on ahead and give some props, because you know we always got to start it off with a video from Midnight Assassin till you get here. Check this out.
Men sleep with who they can, and women sleep with who they want.
Nah, men sleep with who they want. We just want to sleep with whoever we can. I know it sounds like the same thing, but it's really not. Sex is fun.
That's pretty tight, dog. That's pretty tight. Anyways, let's go ahead and start the show while we wait on Midnight Assassin to come on down to The Price is Right. So, so check this out. This video here, we're going to try to keep it under 20 to 30 minutes, man. But there's a lot of stuff that we digesting from Marvel, man. Marvel's doing the most. And I had this speech all ready, but Midnight Assassin ain't here, so I guess I'll go ahead and say it. I feel like right now that Marvel is long stroking DC, deep stroking DC, like, we ain't letting you in there, dog. I mean, Loki episode 6? The way they introduced, hold on. Oh, what's up? The way they introduced Kang, man. The way they introduced him, the way they brung him out, Jonathan Majors' performance in the scene, and then the whole point that they had bring it, man. I can't wait till Midnight Assassin get here. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me. Oh, there you go. Should I let him in? Huh? Let me see what the comments say. Let me see what the people say if we should let Midnight Assassin in. Ain't nobody said nothing yet. So, well, might not let him in. Might. How you get
in? Yeah. I bet somebody wants to say something.
What's up, dog?
What up?
What's up? So check this out. I need to cut off the TV real fast. So let the people know you're here, and I'll be right back.
All right, what's up, everybody? Midnight Assassin here. Thank y'all for not voting when he's voting that crazy stuff. I don't know what's going on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm right here, and we about to go over some like really good stuff today. So y'all be prepared for what we got. And I'm gonna look in the comment section real quick, see who all's here. I'm looking for everybody. Today gonna be like a really good show because we got some like good stuff. Like we got some good stuff planned. Like we about to throw down with some memes. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce those memes, or actually the content of the show.
Yeah, because you've been late, so you need to sit on the sideline.
Dang, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what
MDP at now? Who is on time now? How you we late for your own show? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what I was saying is, I had this thought in the bathroom. Yeah, I was in the bathroom with some lotion. I had this thought. I feel like Marvel is straight long stroking DC. Long stroking DC.
Long stroking DC.
And the reason why they long stroking DC is they ain't giving them no time. I mean, and they just beating it like pow, pow, pow. And then right now, when ain't no show on, that's when they they slow it down and make love to you, how you wait. I'm gonna tell you why. Before we get into it, because you made me realize this. Everybody that's left now on the Avengers team or that was in the lineup, you know what I'm saying? So in the beginning, they gave Iron Man a show, they gave Hulk, they gave Thor. Who else? Who else was on the team? All them guys, they gave a show. Now, all the people that you didn't think you like, because everybody was like, oh man, I love Iron Man so much, he's the show. Everybody was like, oh, I love Hulk so much, he's the show. I love Thor. But now we getting all the other characters. And I don't even want to say they B-list because they weren't B-list in the first place. They just didn't get a whole lot of time. And I mean, first they gave us WandaVision. You know what I'm saying? Vision and Scarlet Witch. They introduced her full cast. You didn't know you loved them, but now you love them. Then they gave us Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't care about Falcon too much.
I ain't know that show was gonna be that good.
Huh?
I didn't know that show was gonna be that good when I watched it. I was like, how they gonna make Falcon and Bucky, like, how they gonna make that like any good? And they made it good. Like, that just was good. Yeah.
Killed it, blew it out the park. And then when you think they could raise the bar no higher, they hit us with Loki.
Bro,
and
I wasn't even finna watch Loki. I wasn't until you said something. I wasn't even finna watch it. I was gonna be like, how they gonna make Loki like? But man, like you saying right now, yeah. Like, I'm glad you put me onto it because that changed everything. Shoot, I like that joint better than the movie, bro.
Look, and this is the thing. I didn't even know I loved any of these characters. Now I do. And they introduced new villains on each one that can possibly come back. And they setting up this phase 4 that they setting up. I mean, it's bigger. It's bigger than this first one, phase 1. You know, we had Thanos. Phase 2, we had, you know, all that cosmic stuff. Now we're in the multiverses. You know, so I feel like you know, like, because I watched the little DC shows, and they had the Infinite Universes, this and that on the CW, this and that. Now Marvel about to just go.
YouTube done went crazy, man. Like, so I mean, they calling him Kang now. So like, I'm trying not to, but like they keep calling him Kang. And they keep like saying like, you know, this is the versions and this is all this and that. And then like even on the Raw Core, we watched that, and he brought up like, you know, they weren't even called variants before, they were called something else. But he was just like, you know, Kang once again. I'm like, dang, and there's supposed to be another dude in between.
Yeah. So you got Iron Lad, Immortus, Kang. There's like a couple other mugs in there. Like, Immortus is the most powerful version of Kang.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, because he never said his name, he might be Immortus because he won out in the war. But again, this is what Marvel do. Like I said before, you can't like Scarlet Witch. Most of us never paid attention that they never named Scarlet Witch throughout the entire time. Most of us that read comic books was like, yeah, it's Scarlet Witch, but they kept calling her Wanda Maximoff. Yeah. And they said, hey, let's go on ahead and name her. They introduced magic. They hit us with Agatha Harkness. And you was like, oh! Then they hit us with the Flag Smashers and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And then a couple other characters. Walker, you know what I'm saying? The Patriot, what do you call it? Patriot?
There you go.
And then
the U.S. agent.
U.S. agent, right, U.S. agent. And then in Loki, you know what I'm saying? We thinking Loki gonna be the villain because that's the first episode. Then we thinking Sylvie gonna be the villain. And then we thought Morbius might be the villain. And then we got Rainslayer as the villain.
Morbius gonna be the villain?
I mean, because it could have switched any given time. Because I think in the third season, I felt like Loki was gonna make the storyline to where he's the hero and TVA is the enemy, which they did. And then Morbius would have been part of TVA, but he switched. And then we got
That was heartbreaking when that happened, bro. I want to. Are we talking about that now? Are we talking about that right now?
Well, listen. I got a couple add-ins on for the show.
Okay.
We discussed it when we was down here, but you was drunk and stuff, being lazy. So I went ahead and hooked it up. So we're gonna talk right now. We're gonna bring it to the AAR of the show, and with the AAR part of the show, this is where we put out some announcements that you might not know about and you might know about. So let's go ahead and hit. All right, so check this out. Per Don Cheadle, did I say that right? Don Cheadle? Don Cheadle?
Cheadle.
Cheadle.
It's right there.
Armor Wars for Don Cheadle goes into production in 2022. All right. And so it's going to be focused on Rhodey's effort to keep Stark Tech from being weaponized and fall into the wrong hands of Marvel. And then something else from a birdie that I got is it's going to be based on the 80s storyline. Oh, the 80s storyline of a 7-issue comic book to where, well, Rhodey was doing what he was doing there. He was trying to keep Iron Man tech out of the hands of the enemy. So that starts. And again, remember I said everybody who didn't get a movie in the first phase and second phase is getting a show and a movie now. And then he was like, what about War Machine? And I was like, boom, boom, boom. Like,
yeah, there you go. There you go, man. Dang, I try to catch you off guard too. You said, oh yeah, he got something coming out. I'm like, what?
Right,
like,
right.
Hawkeye got something, but then you said War Machine. I'm like, what?
Right, Hawkeye got a show coming out. Of course, we got Black Widow. Took care of her. I like the overall movie and how they introduced the future Black Widow.
Yeah,
which was tight. And they introduced one of my most favorite people in the world right now, and that is Oh, that's my girl right now, boy. That's my girl. That's my girl right now. Man, if I had her on my team, dog,
man, yeah, I don't even know. Like I said, last time we was watching that junk, and you was just like, yo, like, what was her name? Like, you just named it. And I'm like, who is that? Huh?
The daughter of the enemy. I mean, that's a lot of storylines where, because I kept thinking like, well, how she survived, and then why he like more peed off with Scarlet Witch and these mugs for killing his daughter is like because she the daughter. Anyways, so the other thing is for another announcement is let me find it is the person that you love to hate, Sylvie will reportedly return in multiple MCU projects outside of Loki.
What?
Listen,
yo, I like that. I like that. Oh man,
now some people are mad with Sylvie. A lot of people mad with. There's some haters out there that's mad with it because they saying she's like what's my man name? Guardians of the Galaxy was the head dude. I can't remember his name.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
That she's no different than Star-Lord when he hit Thanos in the face, and that's what caused Thanos to win.
Yeah.
In the end, but
I guess when she stabbed. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I still like.
But here's the thing,
because he could have been lying.
But listen, here's the thing. She was doing something that her whole entire life she thought was the God honest truth, and I'm gonna mess with her in a meme, right? And that was her taking down the TVA. Once she realized and showed Loki that the TVA was actually taking people's free will. I mean, are we supposed to have a multiverse? That's what you gotta look at. And then the other piece I love about these storylines, because if you're not so we're gonna take comics out of this. We're gonna take comics out of this whole thing. The sacred timeline is guarded by one man, and that's one man. So are we supposed to have a because there's a story, there's now a story that they can write that's bigger than him. Like now, do he answer to God because he's controlling the multiverses? So that's another storyline that we could play with. Does he answer to the living tribunal? Now we're back in the comic book. So what he's doing is what he did was supposed to happen from a higher level because it was allowed to happen.
Yeah.
So they had
I watched one thing where it's like, okay, he did his thing, but then there's like other like black holes and universes that have their own Kangs and own like timelines that are separate from what we're looking at. I'm like, oh.
And this is the thing. He was looking. Another thing that was kind of explained is you had your group of evil versions of him, and then you had your group of, you would say, in between versions, good and evil, and then your ones that were just good. So it's a lot to play with. It's a lot to digest, and we already know that when they come out with Ant-Man, we already know that Kang is going to be in there. We're probably going to see him in some other places, but look. That these next couple, this next year and a half, 2-3 years should be lovely. Marvel don't even have to come out with some spectacular movies.
But they are. Oh, right. Oh, you talking about movies.
Movies and shows. They don't have shows. Because we're going to get 1 or 2 bad ones. It's just part of the game. But, which brings us into the next announcement.
That's kind of how I feel about Ant-Man.
Right.
I ain't trying to hate, but it wasn't
right, because you didn't care for Ant-Man too much. Right.
You said what?
You didn't care for Ant-Man too much.
Not really.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about Marvel. I think that they pay attention, they get feedback, and then they improve on it. Because again, like you said, you didn't care too much about Loki. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care too much about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because I was like, Bucky, he ain't the Winter Soldier no more. I don't really care, but they made it good.
But they made it good, and they made Loki like really good. Like now, I was to the point where I didn't care. I ain't care nothing about Loki. I was just like, I ain't even finna watch this. This is like, they just wasting my time. And then you told me to get on that job. I was just like, oh my gosh. And then now I'm to the point where I'm just like, I'm like itching for season 2 already. Well, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to survive without it.
Right.
Like, you're that good.
Right. And then here go the other piece. I got to go back to WandaVision, because WandaVision set up Miss Marvel, Captain Marvels, and Photon. That set up a whole nother universe when they introduced Monica Rambeau. So you like, oh, snaps. And they got that coming out, which leads me into the next subject.
Oh, man.
What movies do we have? What movies and shows are left in 2021 for Marvel? We only going to do 2021. So what I got so far, and y'all in the comment section, let me know if I'm missing something. So for TV shows, we got What If, that's August 2021. And then we got Hawkeye. Right, that What If. You can do a whole lot more with cartoons, with animation that you can with regular movies.
Especially after Invincible. Ooh.
Right.
I keep going back and playing that scene where Omni-Man comes through and just like beats on like the Guardians. I'm just like,
oh man. So for me, I keep playing the last 2 episodes. I can't get enough of that. Like when you hold them up in the train, man.
Oh yeah.
Man,
there's not been anything like that. Like animation or like live action. Like
and then with the Immortal,
traitor! Oh!
He's
like, you should have stayed dead.
All right, so where did I leave off at? Yeah, so we have What If coming out next month, and then we got Hawkeye that's late 2021. We ain't got a definite date on that, so they probably just editing it or keeping us in suspense. And then we actually got Miss Marvel that's coming out late 2021. So it's supposed to be 3 TV shows. You know, because of COVID, we couldn't get everything, but three TV shows. And then the other thing is, I want to go back to Loki. Loki was supposed to be originally more episodes, but they had to cut it short because of COVID. So
Oh man.
when Immortus or King introduced himself, there's supposed to be other episodes after that to keep it going. But that's just some tidbits. And then movies for the rest of the year is Shang-Chi. All right. The karate master of Marvel Universe. And I'm glad they're bringing him to the forefront, because I mean, in the 80s and 90s, I followed him because he was in a couple Wolverine comics. And I mean,
really?
he dusted up Wolverine a couple times.
Hey, see, this is the first time I heard of him. I never like came across him, or just didn't.
Right.
I just didn't pay attention.
And in November, well, so Shang-Chi is in September, and then in November we got the Eternals. I'm interested to see how that storyline plays out, because I want to know where you was.
When, wasn't paying attention.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that preview looked good, man. I'm like,
right.
Oh, I need to check this out. Like, because I don't really know much about the Eternals, but I'm just like, that preview, I mean, it looked like it was gonna be on point.
Right. And then they're gonna hit us with one more movie for the end of the year. One more. It's called Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh.
So with Spider-Man No Way Home, we're getting tits and little tidbits here and there with Spider-Man No Way Home that it's gonna be a multiverse event, because we know that they got Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro. We got my man coming back as Doc Ock. We got Tobey Maguire playing Spider-Man. We got the other Andrew, whatever his name is, he gonna be in there. So we got pieces. Like they're gonna do some big stuff, and you know, it's like Marvel is notorious for keeping stuff a secret, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, man, is it gonna be like Into the Spider-Verse, where they bring all the Spider-Men in there too?
And see, that's the other thing. That's them keeping it on the low, because guess what? If they did that, you already know.
I'm gonna like flip out. I'm gonna be like, what? I'm gonna cry in the movie theater. I'm gonna cry in the movie theater.
Exactly.
I'm like, that by far was like one of my most favorite like Spider-Man. Like, I'm just like, yo, like, I mean, they had like grown Peter Parker, like he a grown man, like he a veteran Spider-Man, and then they got like, you know, new kid coming in, Miles Morales, you know, he picking up the mantle and stuff, and then they just showing that whole like piece of how it's just being passed on. I'm like, man.
Did you watch Space Jam?
Nah, I know the original one. I ain't watched the new one yet.
Well, once you do, the kid that's playing LeBron James' son, he wants to play Miles Morales in the actual movie Spider-Man.
Oh, so they doing a movie?
I don't know, but you know, he trying to put in his bid like, yo, if y'all got somebody, I want to start off as the youngster. So
wow,
we'll see how that go. But he kind of short. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, he's short standing to LeBron James.
Miles Morales is he's black and Hispanic.
Right.
So I mean, I guess they would try to I would think they would try to find somebody like that.
Well, you would think, but you know, with everything that's going on in the world right now, just give me a Miles Morales movie. I'm gonna be happy. Give me a Blue Marvel. Give me a Blue Marvel movie. Give me a real Luke Cage movie. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, remember how we was talking about Icon? I don't know why I missed this, man, but he was in Young Justice.
Yeah.
Yo, that Young Justice, man, because I'm rewatching the whole thing. I'm just like, wow, this thing was better than Justice League.
Did you get to season 3 yet?
I'm on season 3 right now. Like, it's better than Justice League. It's supposed to have season 4 coming out pretty soon. But I mean, Justice League was never like this, man. I mean, they captured the essence of like all the Robins. I mean, I think I saw baby Wayne, what's his name? Damien. I saw like he was a baby, but I haven't seen like grown Damien yet. But you got Tim Drake in there. you got Dick Grayson, and then Jason Todd. I don't know if I missed something, but like it's like they're at the part now where like he's no longer there, and Tim Drake's taking over, and Dick Grayson's Nightwing. And so, I mean, obviously, I'm thinking that's the part where he got killed by the Joker, and like he's in the Lazarus pit. But like they kind of allude to it because like as every season comes into a new season, like it doesn't tell you everything that happens; it just tells you like 5 years went by.
Right. And so check this out: if they was to go on ahead, if DC was to just go on ahead and kind of take a piece out of Marvel's book and do like you said, make a Robin's movie, but include other heroes in there, but make it centered around the Robins, they would make money.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, each Robin is just an amazing story. They could just take it. They could just take it to the next level.
And the bad guy, right? And the bad guy should be like Deathstroke.
Yeah, I mean, it's always gonna be Slade.
If they want to introduce something that's fresh and new, that would be the idea. Because I like Superman, I like Wonder Woman, but and Batman, but I think they've been done too much. And with Marvel,
you kind of tired of the same thing,
right?
Over and over and over. And
with your boys Marvel, I mean, they made people fall in love with Iron Man. As I said, I didn't care about Iron Man, but you had Iron Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Thor, Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Did I miss a movie? Those are the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. Those are the movies that came out and got you drawn in to the big finale. And then afterwards, they say everybody that we didn't take care of, we're gonna go ahead and give you a show and a movie. The only thing they haven't done is Guardians of the Galaxy. No, I would kind of like to see those guys in a spin-off series with Drax or something. But I think David Bautista. I think he's leaving Marvel.
He is?
Yeah, so they got to find somebody else. They got to kill off Drax.
Man.
And who else? I mean, I would like to see a Gamora and a sister, something with that.
You make a good point, though, man. Like, because, I mean, when that stuff first came out, Iron Man, I ain't really mess with Iron Man like that. And I ain't mess with, I ain't even mess with Captain America like that, man. I'm just
I forgot about Captain America.
All I remember was like X-Men. Like that was my baby. I was like all about the X-Men. I'm like, why they ain't making more X-Men movies? Like what? Who watches the Avengers? Like what are they? And then when they put that junk together, I'm just like, they did a good job. Like they just killed it. I mean,
that's what I was saying with the whole when me, you, and D used to talk. I would always say Captain America: Winter Soldier was one of the better movies. And I should have been like in comparison to Iron Man 1, Captain Man 1, Captain America 1, and Thor and all those. It's like when they came and like Thor Part 2, The Dark World, nobody really cared about that. I mean, you're right. Iron Man 2, I didn't really care for that neither. Yeah. Now Hulk, I kind of enjoyed when they introduced Abomination, and which Abomination is going to be in Shang-Chi along with Wong.
Hey.
And they're gonna be fighting in a cage together. You ain't seen that yet. Anyways, let's move on to the point. So we're gonna move on to the next part of the show. And the next part of the show is I'm gonna put memes up on the screen. See if y'all laugh. If y'all don't laugh, right? All right. So I try to do because I say, hey, listen, Midnight Assassin, send me some memes so we can have them, right? He sent me like 400 memes. I'm like, listen, bro, we ain't trying to be on that all night long. Just a couple memes.
You don't like these memes.
Right.
You don't like these memes, bro.
So I had to dwindle it down to 7 or 8 apiece from each one of us. But before we get into that, we got to have a commercial and a word from our sponsor.
Your forehead big as shit. Let me slap it.
Oh my God.
Come on, let me slap it.
And then before we get into the memes, let's clown real fast. I got
I've been dubbed many names by many people. A ruler, a conqueror.
What do you mean by that?
Oh God.
What you mean by that?
Yeah, I pulled that, and just one more. Look, they said they allow him to ad lib certain parts of it, and I just think he ad libbed that like, oh, like I'm God.
So they let him do like Robin Williams.
Yeah. So I can't hate, but let's go ahead and move on to
the creepy clock,
to the memes. All right, so we started with actually some of yours, and let's see if we can do this. No.
What?
No.
You can't put it in.
No, I know. I'm just messing around. And here we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how the timekeepers look when they after they found out they was fake. Like Chuck E. Cheese, like the Chuck E. Cheese band. Just a bunch of fake robots. Yo, you seen that movie with Nicolas Cage? It's like
hold on. Which movie with Nicolas Cage? There are so many.
It's the one like this one. It looks like he goes into this like crazy theme park land or something like that, and it's like these like you know, it looked just like them robot that singing stuff, like, you know, for the kids and everything. But then they turn out to be evil, like killers and stuff, and he has to kill them. I mean, it's like a Nicolas Cage B movie instead of an A movie,
right?
But, yo, it's funny to watch, bro. You should like check that out one day.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. So before we move on to the next meme, did you check out Dr. Death?
Nah, I'm still trying to finish up what you call Young Justice.
Well, so Dr. Death, and then I found out that my other show was back on was Evil, and I text you with that, and I know you like I got like watching all these evil demonic shows.
Yeah, all the evil shows.
I'm like, didn't you watch Supernatural?
No, I ain't watched Supernatural. I watched a couple episodes of that, and you was like, yo, Supernatural's the best show ever. I'm like, no, it's not.
Whatever.
Hey, your boy from Supernatural supposed to come out in a Marvel like show or something like that.
Dean?
Yeah. I gotta look that up, man. He's supposed to come out.
I thought I seen that. I mean,
yeah, he's supposed to come out in the Red Hood. He's gonna be a character.
Oh yeah, because he always want to play a Jason Todd Batman type Robin.
I don't think he's gonna be Robin though, but he's supposed to come out in season 3 or Titans.
He's supposed to be Red Hood.
It don't look like he's supposed to be Red Hood. They got him dressed up as something else.
Well, his voice would be perfect for that, but we'll see. We shall see.
Oh, I don't know. Can I send you this photo on my desktop?
No.
Okay, never mind. All right, you gotta see that another time.
Oh my God! You seen Natty Smalls trying to get in here with Supernatural suck because she be watching doggone General Hospital. Oh, that's the longest running show on TV. But guess what's longer than General Hospital? Marvel Comics, baby. Been out since 1939. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Longest running they went from comic books. They not in the movies.
Yeah,
started at the bottom. Now we here.
I ain't finna sit here and like talk on Supernatural because it ain't all that, bro. Like,
moving on.
Huh?
So, before we move on to the next meme, I would like to comment on Nick Greer, right?
Oh, they ain't like LeBron's acting? What?
Listen.
I mean, did Michael Jordan do a good job acting? I mean, it was just cartoons and real people. That was the whole point of Space Jam.
Listen, people got so much hate right now. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is social media or the internet. You know, they separate. They kind of divide us. Where you'll see more hate stuff than you see positive for the actual show. So they did say that Space Jam, this part 2, grossed more than part 1, but at the same time, we talking years ago when we didn't have social media, we just had the gatekeepers promoting it. So, you know, a certain amount of people didn't watch it. So, I mean, right now, I would say, in my opinion, I actually enjoyed the movie as a throwback to that movie.
Yeah.
All right, and it had Don Cheadle in there as the bad guy.
No, his name, bro.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so they had him in there as the bad guy, and then it's a pretty good movie. But let's move on to the memes, man. You know what I'm saying? You try, you need to stay focused in your life. That's what's wrong with you people.
LeBron James.
Anyways. All right, so here's another one. I mean, this number 2 out of 400 that he sent.
Am I dead?
That was a good one.
Yeah, because it's as if he went to the place, but
right.
Instead of Loki, it's Mobius.
Right. I actually like this one too.
Yeah, this one, Loki having a crush on himself is incredibly in character. You guys are just in denial.
So
that makes sense. He's the most narcissistic, bad dude, and then he meets himself as a woman. Like, of course he's gonna love himself.
Perfect match.
He already loves himself, and now he's just like a woman. Me, like, yeah. And then they made it as if like, it's like, oh, it's a love story. Nah, it's just a narcissistic story. Like, but they put all the good points in it to make us like love the characters and stuff. But yeah,
right. Yeah. But hold on. So I see what side you on, right?
What you talking about?
I see what side you on. You like, nah, that's nasty. Because me and my daughter, we had an actual 30-40 minute conversation. Like, you talking about that's disgusting. I'm like, listen, if it's another universe part of me, that don't count.
I see what you're getting at.
If it's outside,
it's borderline master Haitian.
A female version of myself?
Yeah, bro. Like, it's like, I mean, come on, man. It's like you just loving yourself. Like, you ain't sharing with nobody. You ain't like open up to nobody else. You just yourself. Like, that's
what's up, Charles Hamilton III?
Because then you don't grow or nothing. You just like implode on yourself. Like,
no, you talking about what movie is that? Time Cop. No, that's time travel. No,
I ain't talking about time.
The same energy.
I'm talking about this dude.
Energy can't occupy the same space. You implode on yourself.
Like, if this dude was in the dudes, he would love himself as a dude. But he just so happens to like girls, so he likes himself as a girl. Like, that is narcissism. That's to another level. That's total Loki. Like, he could never like anybody else but himself.
Let me ask you a question. Jane and Thor, what's her name?
Jane.
You don't know her name. Right, Jane. She's about to become a Thor. Guess who marries her? Guess who get with her? Thor. Because he liked a version of himself.
Well, she's Thor? But she's like,
anyways, look.
But she's not Thor. Like, she's like Thor, maybe another, like, after Thor or something.
Oh, because she of this universe? I don't know. I would say if
you
outside this universe,
somebody else, man. Like,
if you outside this universe, you technically another person. I mean, you're a variant of this person. You're another person. You're not that person. But I get what you're saying, bro. Jane Foster, that's her name. Thanks, Nick Greer. But Nick agreed with you. He said that he would not kiss himself if he was a female.
Right. I mean, technically, that's what's happening.
I will stand down on this conversation, okay, and just move on to the next meme. This is one of yours.
We are in the Loki era now. January, like, March, June, yeah, Loki.
Oh God, you got issues.
All
right. So we're gonna go to
the episode was so like I mean, they were like watching, like, every time the episode came out, it was like watching another movie.
Right.
Like, that was how good they were. Like, you would get thrown off. Because I remember coming on the internet and stuff, and it was just like, it was like new movie, New movie. No, put it back up because I was gonna talk about the Time Chasers meme at the bottom. See that? Oh, Time Crashers. Yeah, because you remember how Wedding Crashers was good. So then you got Wedding Crashers, and you got Loki in there. Time Crashers. And then you got Mean Girls. You got Loki wearing. I mean, the girl wearing the Loki helmet and stuff, and all the Loki minions. Oh, you see that? See that at the bottom?
No, I was trying to look at what computer you using. Because you're not as clear as you're supposed to be.
Or you worry about my clear skin? You worry about that?
No, I'm worried about that. But please,
about the wrong thing right now.
Please continue.
But yeah, man. That's the point I had to make, man. It was just like, yeah, every new episode was like a movie. Every time they try to predict something, that junk just would not come true. Like Marvel just took it to a whole other level. Like you just could not predict. Like I like shows like that. You can't predict what's gonna happen. Like and then whatever they come up was like a lot better than what everybody predicts is gonna happen and stuff. Like that makes for a really good show. And they did that.
Read the bottom of the screen.
Let's see. I love myself and I think I will look damn good as a female. So I could So if a dude comes and a dude come look just like you and he transition into a woman and put a wig on and just come up to you and be like, bro, like, he look just like you, like, bro, let's get it on. Like, I'm basically you. Like,
no, see, that's the point. See, you keep using this universe. We talking about outside of the universe. So if I seen a quantum burst,
he ain't say outside. He said, "I love myself, and I think I would look damn good as a female."
No, but it's based on what we were talking about.
Other universes. He's talking about this one.
Anyways, moving on to the next meme. We'll get one of mine. So this was funny to me. So how does this black business keep the universe safe? Because the TVA was a black-owned business. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. They got it on Jet.
Like a lot of people
stop looking at this one right here.
Right, a lot of people don't remember Jet, and then this is the next one. This is the next one. I can't help but crack up on this one. Hold on. This is a woman who is in search of true free will. The fight against branching timelines. And then they got a bio on her, a judge at TVA who oversaw all the timelines on behalf of he who remains. Oh my God. I can't believe people be putting this online, man.
I'm telling you, man, with Jet. Is Jet still out?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But
it's been forever. I've been in the barbershop, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But this one gonna get you because guess what? Jonathan Majors and her played in Lovecraft together.
That's right. She was in Lovecraft.
Exactly.
Oh man. Wow.
So guess what?
Dude, she played that part good. Like that part right there. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, she played with some concepts.
Right.
Like,
they
played some concepts. They played with some concepts right there. I mean, I was just like, what? Like, I just remember seeing it and just my mouth being like, oh, like, dude, I'm so mad. You told me they canceled Lovecraft Country?
So this is the thing. I can't remember the writer of Lovecraft Country, but she signed a deal with Apple to write stories over there. So I think with HBO, they said, we're not going to promote you and you're going to be going to Apple. So they canceled Lovecraft Country, but also at the same time, people start controversy. So correct me if I'm wrong, anybody out there, but from the source notes that I read, it was that HBO actually was because Lovecraft Country got nominated for so many awards. So HBO put them in for the awards. So it's not no hate against them. They just, from a business standpoint, didn't want to promote this writer anymore if she wasn't going to be a part of their thing. And I kind of think that's hate too, because you want all people to grow just in case they decide to come back to you. But because we know that this person is an awesome writer.
Yeah.
He did Lovecraft. So we don't know. We might get.
I thought like writers like jump back and forth anyway, like between networks.
Well,
I thought they did it already.
Times is changing, bro. Times is changing.
Man,
and the reason why they changing because now that we don't pay for this high ass cable that we got, now we paying for all these streaming channels. So everybody's trying to keep whoever they can get in the game. So hold on. What's this next one? Oh, this one was my favorite because I kind of I don't understand this, but I can understand some people that was in this position. You know what I'm saying? But this right here,
Thanos snaps his finger. He said people in this position. Oh man.
Yeah, that's kind of cringy.
Boy over there working the corner.
I can see YouTube banning the channel for that right there. But anyways, hopefully when I put this up, I'm back in the good graces with y'all, you know, because it's Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
The new Black. Oh, y'all look like brothers in here. You just short a haircut. Hey, hold on. Give me a straight face. You give me a straight face. No, straighter. Hold on, let's see. Do they look alike?
I gotta tilt this way.
Anyways, all right. What's this next one? Oh, this yours.
Oh, I can't wait for this album to be released. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be Eminem's son right there if he had one. I said he looked like he could be Eminem's son if he had one.
Right. This was nice. I mean, for somebody to meme this and say it's a new album coming out, but I mean when you've seen this, you're like, okay, we got variants of Loki, and then next thing you know, in the show is the 5th episode, we seen more variants of Loki. It's like, dang.
Yep.
President Loki,
like Kid Loki.
Right.
Loki.
Right.
And then original Loki. Classic.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've been running our mouth too long. We need to take a commercial break. And now we'll have a word from our sponsors. Oh, now you know what? I hope that was a variant of yourself because I can't see drinking no water out of somebody's ass.
Yeah, that was a variant. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that variant was cute and stuff. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like,
no, I know you be looking at yourself in the mirror. Oh, I'm a sexy.
I'll be looking at me. I'll be like, I'm looking at me because I want to share me with someone else. I don't want to share me with me. Like, you know, I want to share with someone else. Not
sure
just
you do.
Me. Like, I think me should be like shared and like, you know what I'm saying, like others should experience me, not just me.
I know you keep coming back to that, but here's my thing. How do you know that your soulmate isn't a version of you? Because we know
you believe in soulmates.
What we know is what we know, and it's been put out by society. I'm just saying, bro.
You over here believing in soulmates?
Anyways, moving on. Moving on to the next meme. Which did you see this one? Let me see how if I can make you laugh.
He who remain, man. Y'all, man. Loki, get your girl, man. It's he who remains.
Oh God, that was get your girl, man.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
He who remained seeing all this, like, oh, they're gonna have a fight in here. That was after. He's like, I don't know what the timeline is right now, but yeah. Get your girl, man.
What if they really bring him in? Just to get him to say that, just to say, like, just get a cameo, just so he could be like, yo, it's he who remain, man.
Right.
just to have one cameo that came from that dimension, Terrence Howard Kang.
Right. That oh, that'll be a good one.
Oh man, that would the internet would go crazy off that, man.
All right, so I didn't get this one.
Oh, that's the superior Loki, the alligator Loki.
I don't know. That's
Man, it's just supposed to be funny, man, because it's an alligator. They tell him like it's a superior Loki.
Well, hold on.
That alligator could do it, man. Huh?
Hey, for everybody watching, did y'all think this was actually funny? Did you think
man? Oh man! Oh, we hating now, man.
Did you think that was funny, huh, man?
I bet all the people that like themselves think it wasn't funny.
Anyway. Okay, so explain. So this one had me laughing. But you would have to know,
bro. This was real. This was episode 4. This is real, bro.
Right. You would have to know the throwback to that. Like people don't get that. Like, you would have to watch New Jack City to know what's going on.
But I mean, it's the cameraman. He got to cry like that too, man. Because like when Mobius died like that, when he was pruned, we thought he was gone like that quick. Yo,
so let me show you something.
Yeah.
Let me show you something. Nick Greer didn't think it was funny.
He probably like himself. He probably like himself from another universe or something. He probably go over there like, yo,
no, actually,
yeah.
Actually, Nick Greer didn't like himself from another universe.
Oh, okay.
And he don't like you from another universe neither.
Dang, Nick, right there.
Anyway, moving on to the next meme. This is one of yours too. I thought it was pretty funny.
No, see, here we go. Marvel, Sylvie and Loki have a good dynamic. A good sibling dynamic, right? Marvel,
right?
A good sibling dynamic, right? Please, nah, straight up. Like I don't even know how that's like incest. That's like, it's just self-love, like, but like too far, like gone to the next level. Like he couldn't like anybody else but himself. Like that is in character Loki.
Oh, chap, let me put on my thinking glasses and get into my stance. So on that part there, that could actually be construed as them being a dynamic team and not actually talking about being with one another. You can actually be bros. So with this meme here,
indubitably,
right. With that meme there, I think that they was discussing that Sylvie and Loki was gonna fight, and they did. And it's the same thing with Patman and young Skywalker.
Nah,
they end up fighting in the end, or they was supposed to be cool, but they disagreed.
That was statutory right there.
No, statutory.
No, he was under the age of consent, and she cultivated him as a young child.
Oh my God!
Because she got away with that.
Kind of like this.
Yo, I relate to this joke. Man. This is how I felt in the beginning, man. Towards the end, because I'm just like, yo, I don't even want to watch another Avengers movie, man. I want to see what happened to Loki, bro. I want to know. Like I'm like ready. I'm just like my whole focus is like Loki right now. That's how they did me, bro.
Well, I ain't gonna lie.
Acting, the production, everything. I'm just like focused on Loki right now.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, man. After episode 4, I kind of felt this void in my heart and my soul until episode 5, and then after episode 5, I just had this, like I had lost something. I just wanted that next episode to come out so bad, and they was teasing us.
Ooh, man.
And this is the thing. After what they did with WandaVision, where they would show previews, and then once I realized in the second preview that they was just reloading old clips, and they would just put one little tiny second in there. I stopped watching any previews and just let it roll. Like I didn't even care. I was like, when the next episode come out, not even dealing with previews, because Marvel was smart on that one. They just kept you guessing. Now, Moving on to this next one, because this next one is funny to me. This is probably gonna go into some civil rights stuff, but I feel like that if I'm talking to somebody about critical race theory and they don't agree with me, that they would say this: don't ruin the sacred timeline with that blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's what they would say to me. Critical race theory, there's no racism in America. Do not ruin the sacred timeline with that BS. I just feel like Miss Minutes is racist. Because they kept saying, do not ruin the sacred timeline. See, anyways, I'm done. I think I'm going to make that into a TikTok.
Oh, God. How you doing, bro?
Because that's where we at right now. Every time you bring something up, they be like, don't ruin the sacred timeline. We got things set up just the way it is.
Yo, what about Black Wall Street? Don't ruin the sacred timeline.
Exactly. And look, who is you talking to about, hey, they need to bring out an icon movie showing him changing stuff in the way it's supposed to be. As soon as you say that, they be like, don't ruin
Yo, that makes so much sense. That's messed up. It's messed up, but it makes so much sense.
I had told my wife, I was like, listen, I do just as much cleaning as you around here. And she was like, don't ruin the sacred timeline. I do most of the cleaning.
Hey, who cooks more? Come here. Who cooks more? Tell me who cooks more. Hey, tell me who cooks more. Don't ruin the sacred timeline.
I do Look, she was like, I do everything around here. Don't ruin
the sacred
timeline. I know she's gonna be down here in a moment.
I know, right?
So this one I thought I would pull up because it was kind of hilarious. So Martin Luther King, the Conqueror, reminded that Kang allowed Thanos to take the stones. Look at all Thanos went through to get them. Kang was capable of just handing them over to Loki. That boy different. Kang scared him more than Thanos.
Yep. I mean, they were just paperweights. They were just paperweights at the TVA.
But so here's the thing. If the entire Marvel universe, starting with the first Iron Man, and we can go back to the Hulk, if all those movies have been on the sacred timeline, that means ain't nobody got free will. Nobody got. Hold on, let me see. Ain't nobody got no free will. Because guess what? I paved the road and you just walk down it.
Ooh. How do you think I know? How do you think I know what you're gonna do? How do you think I know every time? How do you think I know?
And then he gave a great point. The great point was why you just didn't give it to us. It's like because you need to take the journey in order to become the warrior. I was like, and that's perfect storyline and storytelling, the journey. Because I mean, that's us in life. You're not the same person that you was when you was 15. You're not the same person that you was at 20. You had to take the road, baby.
Go through the journey.
I mean, I just felt his speech on so many levels. Anyways, do we have any more? It was a bunch with
we got a bunch more.
No, actually,
what?
No, actually, we don't. I cut it down to 7. I mean, 8 per. So this is the last one.
Ruler, conqueror. How the black CEO of the multiverse's largest corporation handles the pressures of being the bad guy for the good of us all. Hey, out of control with these memes, bro.
Listen, I might make a video just pulling all the memes and put them best Loki Kang memes,
bro.
And put that in a video,
bro. I'm still on that part where I thought Mobius died, and then when I thought Loki died, I was just like, what? Well, Mobius, man, that hit me hard, bro, because they was just becoming friends. They talking about jet skis. I was like, it was just like, yo, I for sure thought he was gonna take him back to find out like why he liked jet skis. Like that was like a connecting moment.
Well,
when that lady, that old mean lady, when she pruned him like that and he disappeared, I was just like, nah. But then they brought it back. Because I really thought when they pruned somebody, they died. Like that was it. And I was just like shocked when Loki was, I was like, hey, maybe they gotta go back in time or something to bring them back. But then they showed that whole other universe. I was like, oh dang, it's another universe they go to. So that means everybody we saw pruned in the beginning, they were just sent somewhere else.
no.
What you mean now? What you mean now?
Well, I guess if the universe is a timeline or a variant timeline,
They were sent somewhere else. If you get pruned, you sent somewhere else.
No, you sent to the end of the timeline with
That's somewhere else. That's somewhere else.
No, that was just the end of the timeline.
Yeah, it's somewhere else.
Hey man, if somebody out there can explain this to this guy, you know what I'm saying? We'll give y'all a couple minutes to type it up so he understands what's going on. It wasn't nowhere else. It was the end of the time.
Yeah,
that's what Kang was. Kang said the
where'd they
end
go? Where'd they go? In the time. Where'd they go? The end of time. That's where they went. Somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so. This is one thing I've learned in 2021 is not to argue with you. Okay. I've learned that. It won't get you nowhere. You will keep going and going and going and going. You like the sacred timeline. You just keep going around in circles.
Don't change the sacred
Anyways. So we have been on here for 1 hour and 1 minute.
I see what you're saying though.
So I think we're gonna do one more commercial from our sponsor, and then we'll have, since Midnight Assassin was late, we'll have you close it out.
Men sleep with who they can, and women sleep with who they want.
Nah, men sleep with who they want. We just want to sleep with whoever we can. I know it sounds like the same thing, but it's really not.
It's like I understood that. Did y'all get that? That was true.
It's true. It's true.
Some men want to sleep with a lot of people. Anyways, not me. I'm refined.
You're a good person. You're a good person.
Right.
That's very, very good.
All right, so let's go ahead and close it out.
Hey, once again, I just want to thank everybody. Thank everybody coming in for participating. For all those who love themselves in other versions of the universe, and whatever form, as long as it's themselves. Like, hey, big ups to you guys. Keep doing that. Much love to everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
I read my comics and listen to my comics, seeing folks that look like me, whose powers are astronomical. So